Wanbli Wiconi Tipi Youth Wellness and Renewal Center is located in South Dakota on a 48-acre site north of Rosebud. The center consists of both secure and non-secure areas. The secure area is a full-service 36-bed facility for boys and girls from the age of 12 to 17. The non-secure area is for alternative sentencing as well as for youth who are transitioning to release. The Wanbli Wiconi Tipi is charged by law with the safekeeping, care, and custody of all residents held in the center. Our commitment extends beyond safekeeping and custody to providing opportunities for youth to learn and grow. Welcome to the Wanbli Wiconi Tipi Youth Wellness and Renewal Center. We are a 55,000 square foot juvenile detention center. My name is Misku Petit Sr. I'm the director of the facility. I would like to feature our facility as a unique facility which was designed by the Rosebud Sioux tribe. What we tell youth when they enter the facility is the Wanbli Wiconi Tipi is a good place to make changes in your life so that you can contribute to a positive future for the Sicangu Lakota people.
Hello, my name is Pat Badhan, and I'd like to first of all greet you all today with a hearty handshake before we begin our tour of our facility and walk you through what we have in our facility as far as cultural, how the site came about in different parts of our facility. So we're going to begin with the story of the way our land and our site was chosen here. Our site was selected by the tribal land enterprise we had put in for the land here, and came aboard our tribal elder advisory board. And we had a few medicine men that were on that board that came out, and the story that we were told by one of my uncles was the medicine man that was there, and they came out to the facility site here before the groundbreaking and everything, and they sat here in the open field, and from the north came an eagle, and the eagle made a circle in front of the van that they were sitting in, and then the eagle headed west. So they started having a naming contest of themselves, with our spiritual leaders, and Mr. Sam Wounded Head was one of the ones that came up with the name of Wanbli Wiconi Tipi, which means the Eagle Life Center. And in our culture, we believe that the eagle is the messenger of all of us that can take our prayers to the Creator because they fly so high. So that was how the selection of the site came about. I also want to mention that in our rotunda area, we have the mural of a medicine wheel. And in the medicine wheel, it talks about within the circles of life, there are two paths, one of sorrow and one of happiness. And that each and every kid that comes into our facility, that's the choice that they have, whether to take the road of happiness and stay out or take the road of sorrow and continue to come back.
Our intake is the most secure portion of our facility. It allows the patrol officer to pull into a vehicular saliport outside of the elements that we get in South Dakota. We get high heat or we get a lot of cold weather and blizzards. It offers a setting that's secure not only for our staff, but for our juveniles as well. The success of our security system is also based on our ability to provide a complex classification system. Part of our secure side of the facility has a portion set aside for those who are having behavioral problems in our maximum secure setting. We also have an area for those who are on medium secure setting as well as minimum secure setting. The final level is on the release side, and that's the day treatment, which students are bussed in to the facility each day, and they are court-ordered to attend school out here from 9 to 3 p.m. So it's like they are on an intermediate sanction. We have several outdoor recreation yards which can be used for a variety of purposes. More specifically, we recently brought in a horse program in one of our larger rec yards. We also have 2 outdoor basketball goals for the juveniles to play basketball with. Through partnerships with our local university, as well as the faith-based community, we were able to develop 2 rooms in our facility that are used for arts and crafts. We have a wood shop, which features several tools and equipment that are useful for students to learn about making small wood projects. And we also have a traditional Lakota arts room, which offers the students the opportunity to learn about making traditional Lakota arts and crafts. We have a full-size gym. It offers our students a lot of space to participate in some physical activities. It's very healthy for our students to get active and to learn how to take care of their bodies and get some exercise done on a daily basis. Learning about participating in positive activities, as well as learning about teamwork and playing well with others and getting along and socializing. Our gardening areas offer the students the opportunity to get outside, enjoy the fresh air, and learn about gardening, which is a very healthy form of living for people. The Wanbli Wiconi Tipi has a library. It has shelves that can hold nearly 6,000 books. It is built into a round shape, which is culturally sensitive. The primary program that we operate in our facility is an education program. We have 8 classrooms. Each one of our classrooms has enough seating for 12 students. Each one of our classrooms has natural lighting. We also have built into the classroom an alarm system, a visual and audio surveillance system, so that correctional officers and security staff do not have to be in the classroom, but could respond immediately in the event of an emergency.
If you look at our facility, our building, from an aerial view looking down upon our facility, you would see that it represents a man laying there, and with the arms outstretched. Our spiritual room is located as in the heart section of the man that's laying there, and so with the spiritual room, what we do today with that is that we have many ceremonies in that spiritual room. We do have a sweat lodge in our facility. We're here at our sweat. Again, we mentioned that our sweat lodge ceremony is a lodge made of a lot of willows, and the covering on it, and what our sweat lodge represents our Mother Earth. And I mentioned earlier in our tour that our sweat lodge is allowed to happen every Wednesdays, depending on the weather. And our sweat lodge is not big. There's many different sizes of sweat lodges. Ours here at our facility here is made enough to where we can have at least 10 people comfortably. So one of the things that I've always talked about to the kids about our sweat lodge is way before the times of our psychiatrists or psychologists or mental health departments, sweat lodge was used for that purpose.
So we try to take everything that normally is seen as Western mental health and reshape it into something that is more understanding and culturally relevant. In regard to Wanbli Wiconi Tipi and the cultural programming that we have here, it's something that has come, I think, with our population. Some of the strengths that we have as a tribal group of people is that we focus on trying to look at our own healing journeys, and for these young people that come here, the focus is on trying to help them begin their healing process. And so trying to get them back into understanding their purpose for being and their involvement in their extended family, or coming back into the circle is what I like to call it.
Our visitation room is designed for contact visitation, which is a better approach in an attempt to reconnect our juveniles with their parents or significant others.
There's been a lot of things that our people have come through to where we're at today, and it also helps with the healing of the mind. When they call that woyuksha is their mind, their thinking. So we try to bring that back into our youth and our officers that work here. When we first opened our doors, we had a lot of officers that were not culturally oriented. So part of my job as the corrections supervisor here was to teach my officers about our building, because again, not only does our building go by Wanbli, Wiconi, Tipi, Eagle Life Center, but it also says Rosebud Sioux Tribe Wellness and Renewal Center. So when you look at wellness, I've always talked about how do we teach wellness if some of our adults don't have that. So what I have done was I sat down with my staff and said, okay, let's talk about your own unhealthy Lakota wellness, values. If you don't know that, then it's time to start working on that. So when we take in our kids, we know what we're going to be doing with our kids. And so it took a first year that I've been here for many years, and the first year was a struggle, but today I think we've come together as a team to be able to talk to these things about our values, our way of life to the kids that we work with today.
We're designed by tribal leadership and tribal membership who hold the youth as sacred beings and want to assure that they are treated with respect and that they are given every opportunity to re-enter society and contribute to a positive future for the Sichangu Lakota people.